Hi there everyone, this is James here from Nottingham Physio. So today I'm going to bring you a cycling activation session. So this is something you do pre-ride, pre-race to get the blood flowing to those key areas like your glutes and hamstrings. Also helps to reduce a bit of stiffness, and if you've been suffering of any sort of niggling injuries or anything like that, it can help warm up those tendons and stuff around the knee and all the important areas. So what you're going to need is a resistance band. You can use a longer one and just wrap it up, but that's all you're going to need. So yeah, let's get going. So first up, just to get us moving, you want to stand on your mat, feet sort of shoulder width apart. I'm just going to move my back a little bit, and then we're going to come down to the floor with our hands, walk out, walk back. And we're going to do that 10 times, so like the. Okay, 1, 2, so this is a bit of blood to those hamstrings. Working your core a little bit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just getting down 7 into kind of a press up position as my final position, and then walking back with my hands. 8, 9, 10. Okay, should be feeling a little bit warm now. So next up, what I want you to do is come down to your knees, put your hands on the floor, shoulder width apart, and then what we're going to do is a cat-cow. So we're going to arch our back and look up to the sky, and then we're going to look down. So our back is arching back and then up, and we're doing 10 of these in total. So 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. So next up, we're going to move on to bird dog. So another animal one. We're going to reach out opposite arm and opposite leg, and we're going to do 10 of these. So 1, so try and give yourself a bit of a stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so staying on all fours again. What we're going to do now is donkey kicks. So we're going to do alternating legs, and we're going to bring our leg up behind and squeeze your glute. So with me, 1, 2, so really squeeze the glute. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Okay, so that's our donkey kicks. So next up, you can grab your band if you've got one. If you haven't got one, probably in the next One of these is probably going to be a no equipment activation, so if you've left yours at home or you just haven't got one. But for today, grab your band and we're going to do some clamshells. So feet together and then knees at about a 90-degree angle. I've got my hips on the floor and then just leaning on my elbow, or I could even come onto my side like this. So what I'm going to do is put my hand on my hip and I'm going to bring my knee to a good squeeze. 2, this is quite a tight band so I can't get maximum movement range, but 4, I can still feel a good squeeze. 5, keeping my feet together. 6, and it's just my knees coming apart. 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Okay, and then switch sides. So your other leg is moving that wasn't before. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so keeping the band around you, just on top of your knee. We're going to lie down onto our back with our legs at about feet flat on the floor and knees up in the air. And what we're going to do is, so you might need to shuffle it down a little bit. We're going to brace the band, so I'm pushing my legs outwards, and I'm going to go up into a glute bridge. So you can have your hands like this or like this, whatever you choose. So we're going all the way up and back down. So making sure to activate our glutes initially off the bottom. So 2, 3, and we're keeping the band pulled out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Okay, so you can take the band off now, but staying on the floor. You're going to get into a kind of like a lunge position with your knee, and then one foot in front. So I'm going to start with my left foot, and then what I'm going to do, this is called the piriformis stretch, or you might have heard of it as like the pigeon pose. So you're going to bring your left knee, I'm starting with, onto the floor, then right leg out behind, and then you should feel a nice stretch sort of along the outside of your glute. And then the better you are at it, the lower you can go. Try to keep your sort of leg at a decent 90-degree angle, and we're just going to do this for 30 seconds. So another 20 from now, and then we're going to switch sides. So we're just bringing a little bit of blood flow to the hip and the glute, and you should feel a nice deep stretch. So like I say, the more you lean forward, the more you'll feel it. Okay. So swap sides. So right leg comes up for me, and then it falls away. Oops. Not quite as flexible on this side. So another 30 seconds here. So you should feel it just here on the outside of your glute. And then you're trying to keep your torso fairly central, not leaning too much to one side. So hold this for another 10 seconds. Okay. 2, 1, and then come out of that. Okay, so next up, just sit on your bum, and then you're going to start with your legs out in front of you, and my right leg's going to tuck to the left side of my left knee. And then what I'm going to do is grab my right knee with my left arm and look behind me. We're going to do this for 30 seconds on each side as well. So you should be feeling it sort of maybe a bit further into the glute on this one. Okay, another 10 seconds on this one. Okay, 3, 2, 1. So other leg now. So left leg comes over, right arm hooking it, then I'm twisting around, so I'm feeling it all the way up here. And the more you pull your knee over, the more you're going to feel it. So another 15 seconds on this side. Then we're going to move on to our last stretch before you're ready to get on the bike. So okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so what you're going to get is back into your sort of sideline position. You're going to put your hand on your ankle like this. What we're going to do is like almost like a slingshot. So we're going to bring our knee forward to bring it right back as far as we can, trying to keep in this leg up, and then our toe comes down, followed by our knee. So you should feel it down your hip flexor here, so make sure to keep your hips pushed forward, they come over like this, and then we're going to do this for another 20 seconds. So you can lean, push your hips forward, squeeze your glutes a bit, you should feel a nice deep stretch here. Yeah. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to switch over to the other side. So same again. I'll grab my left ankle this time, and I'm going to go forward and then pull it back. Foot goes down first, then the knee. I'm trying to keep this right leg up high, so, and then pushing my hips forward, and again feeling that nice deep stretch on the hip flexor. And we're going to do this for another 20 seconds. So this is a nice little routine, fairly short, about 10 minutes, that you can do in your kit before you get on the bike. This should be short enough to the point where you can squeeze it in with a bit of pre-planning, as long as you're not late for the group ride. Okay, there you go. So hopefully you're feeling a little bit warmer now, feel like your muscles are ready to get going on the bike. This is a good one to do before every ride really, and just getting into that routine is a really good thing to have, especially if you've been dealing with a little bit of injury. This can just help bring a little bit of blood flow, get those glutes going, yeah, everything like that. So hope you enjoyed that one. Make sure to save it so you can follow along next time. But yeah, see you in the next one. Cheers.